Now you can see this is coming along here. Our shower is looking a lot better than it looked a little while ago, because now we have all the matching brushed nickel components here, including that nice Delta Intuition shower head that I put in. I've been using this on all of my projects. I got them in my house too. They're kind of nice and they look cool too. Okay, so now we direct our attention down to the drain. And so now we can start working on removing that and putting the new one in. And you see that little bit of rust that's right down there here? See that? So we're gonna have to decide, we have to figure out whether the new drain covers that or not. And we may have to reglaze the tub. We're not sure yet. We'll take a look at the whole thing. We'll clean off the tub first and take a look. Sometimes we bring in a company that will reglaze our tub. And what happens is they come in and they sand it down. It takes them about an hour and a half. They'll sand it first, and then they spray a couple of coats of the glaze on there, and it looks beautiful. But it stinks to high heavens. So you have to leave for like 3 or 4 hours. And then you can't use the tub for 2 days because it needs time to cure. And then you can screw you have to take this hardware off and that hardware off. And you can screw it back on after 2 days and then start using it right away. So let's go ahead and work on this drain right now.
You want this alright? Want this alright? Too good to be true. You want this alright? Want this alright? Too good to be true. Gonna make you feel good.
Okay, so this is what's funny now. The way that most experts, including the instructions that come with this thing, the way they tell you is to stick a pair of pliers down in the drain to undo it. But, you know, in my entire adult life, I've never seen any pair of pliers ever fit into the grooves on those things. There's one pair of pliers, here's another pair, that one obviously doesn't fit. And we already know the channel locks don't fit because they're just even way bigger. So these don't fit either. And besides, even if they did, why would you want to risk ruining your rubber coating on your handles there? So that's just stupid. I don't know who keeps repeating that advice. It's like they're just copying from each other, whoever keeps doing it, just mindless people that don't even check first. This is what you're supposed to use to get a drain open. This is called a drain wrench. And it's got one side here and another side here, and one of these sides is bound to work. So you put it in there, and you can see it locks in place. Okay. And it's only a few bucks. Why wouldn't you get one of those? That way you'll always have one, and if you ever have to help anybody else, you can do it. So you put that in there, and there's different ways you can drive it. You can use socket wrench thing down here. I usually just do it with the screwdriver going through the hole there, and then you spin it around. Use both hands and just spin it. Okay, so after trying a couple of minutes here with the screwdriver and using all my strength and gloves and everything, and I've never ever come across a bathroom drain that would not come loose, but this one's just stuck. He's really stubborn. He does not want to go anywhere. So I'm gonna have to bring out the big guns here. And I'm gonna use the big plumber's wrench. So let's see if we can't make this thing come loose here. Okay. All right, so here I've tried my big rigid pipe here, and this doesn't seem to work either. You know, you have a very limited kind of angle of motion, and this is not a good mechanical advantage for me. I've tried it, and that doesn't want to work because this thing's really, really stuck on there. So we have one other trick that we're going to try here. And what I have here is, see this right here? You ever seen one of these before? This is called a tub drain extractor. So sometimes I've had to pull these out before. These are good to use if you look down here in the drain. See how we have all of our cross members are intact. But if you ever have a drain that doesn't have any of those, you put this in there and it should theoretically it kind of goes in, and you use your ratchet wrench like this. You attach your ratchet wrench on there, stick it in there, and then start going to town with it. But the problem with this one is I think our drain opening is too small to accommodate this particular extractor. So I don't think that we're going to be able to use this on this. So we've tried just about everything we can do now. What we may have to try doing next is using a heat gun. And the way that works is you blow some heat right here on the drain flange here. Try not to get any, if you have a fiberglass tub, you don't want to overheat it too much. This is a metal tub. So what we can try is just blowing the heat down into here. Sometimes it just expands, and whatever was used, whatever cement or plumber's dope or whatever they used down in there on the threads, the pipe dope might have solidified. Maybe you got some corrosion and metal that's down in there. So either way, we're going to have to try to get that out. Okay, so here's what I'm doing now. This one should get it going for us. So what I did was I put my drain wrench back into the drain, and with my left hand I'm going to use my big plumber's wrench, and with my right hand I'm using my socket wrench here, my Craftsman, and it's down into the center of the top of the wrench there. There's a square hole. Let me show you. So it just goes right in there. And now I have a much better mechanical advantage with my right hand to push forward, and then with the left hand I'm using the wrench. So let's see if this will work. Okay, here we go. Yep, it's turning. And you can feel this thing is just really stuck. So that's how we have to do it. And finally got it to the point where it's nice and loose now. So we're just continuing to get it out. You can see all the rust under there. This was the hardest drain we've ever had to work on to get out. Usually they just come right out with this wrench that we're using there and a screwdriver. But sometimes you get a little more difficult. Wow, they must have used a lot of pipe dope or something down in there. You can see it. And then here on the threads is a lot of sediment and stuff. But you know what though? Yeah. I don't think they used any plumber's putty on here originally, which could be why it was so hard to get this off. Because look at this, see all the kind of corrosion and rust colored metal to metal contact. So that could be why this was so hard to get out. Alright, so this is the old gasket, right? And so we are going to remove this gasket. Just going to pull it out. And then the new package for the new drain comes with a gasket in it. You see that black gasket right in there? That comes off. A lot of people think you use this gasket under the lid. You don't. That gasket, I stick it right under there. It goes in between and the plumbing underneath. So you're just supposed to screw down the drain flange by itself with some plumber's putty on it. Alright, so I've put the new black gasket in there. We've cleaned off all of this. And we have our new drain. We're just going to put some plumber's putty around it. Alright, so I've got my plumber's putty here all the way around, evenly around the bottom of the drain flange, see? And when I use the plumber's putty, I always like to use this one, the stain-free type. It's only a frog here more in cost. I mean, why wouldn't you use this? So, you know, a lot of people are concerned about plumber's putty staining certain sinks. And, you know, this will eliminate any of that anyway, just by using a stain-free putty. So we will now insert those down in there and try to find a thread and get it started in there. Okay, so now I'm going to gently put my drain wrench back into it and just use that to help squeeze it down. And as it tightens down, you'll start to see some of the plumber's putty come out. Okay, so that is all tightened down now. It's all nice and tight down. And there's our excess that came out. And all the rest of the plumber's putty that's still under there is under there. And that's it. But you can see the problem that we have here is we still have a little bit of that rust that just no matter what we tried, nothing would take it up there. If we come in and get a closer look at it, there's a rust spot there, there's a rust spot there. And so the problem there is, you know, now you're going to have a little bit of a blemish here. So the only other way to get rid of this is to reglaze the tub if you want to do that. It costs about $220 or so. So a company comes in, it takes them about an hour, and we can remove all of this hardware, and they'll sand it down first, they'll spray the enamel all over it, and then you can't use the tub for 48 hours, and you have to leave the house pretty much when they do it because it stinks to high heaven for about 3 hours. So you basically go to lunch and come back. So that's the only other thing you can do in this position. Nothing will take that rust off. You're talking about 40 years of rust that's going nowhere on this. Okay, so now we put in our little post here. So we have this little gold post, right? This guy just kind of goes right in there like that. Screws in there. And then the top of the pop-up drain here, see it's got that little Phillips head screw. So we're going to put this down on top of that, and then we're going to tighten down that set screw to keep it on there level, see? So this is not a screw-on type of stopper, this is just a set screw type of stopper. See, so it goes like that, and you just turn it and it holds up, you turn it and it goes down. And that's basically it for the install. So I hope you found this video useful, and if you liked it, we'd appreciate it if you give us a thumbs up down below there, and be sure to hit that subscribe button so you can come back and binge watch many other helpful videos that we load up for you every single week. And when you click on the subscribe button, be sure to hit the gray bell icon right next to it, and that will alert you every time we upload a new video. So that's it for this week, folks. You have a great day and good luck on your project, and we'll see you on the next one.